Fireworks. Fireworks. You know, that's a good one, right? My name is Hardy Pangini. I was born and raised here in Fargo. My parents actually still live in the same house in Prairie Wood that I grew up in. See, my dad immigrated here from India. He went to medical school in Bangalore, India, and did his residencies here in the U.S. During the middle of his residencies, he actually went back to India and arranged a marriage with my mom and brought her back to the U.S. Shortly thereafter, my dad got an offer from a hospital in Fargo called St. Luke's Hospital. Before it was Sanford, it was AmeriCare. Before it was AmeriCare, it was Sanford. Before it was AmeriCare, it was St. Luke's. So he took the offer, came here, and I was born shortly thereafter. Although I was born and raised here, English was not my first language. My parents knew that it was inevitable that I'd learn English, so they decided to teach me our native Indian tongue first. It's a southern Indian language called Kannada. And as you can imagine, it posed its challenges, but we were able to adapt. My old preschool and kindergarten teachers actually remind me of how my parents made a sheet for them. And on the sheet was the word in Kannada and its English translation, so they could understand what I was saying in class. The household I grew up in was a fairly strict Indian household. We were raised to learn, value, and appreciate our Indian culture and heritage. We participated heavily in Indian functions and in the Indian community as well. Also, I learned how to play the tabla, which is an Indian percussion instrument in third grade, played all the way through college. And as you can see it on the upper left, your upper right picture of it. My parents also did whatever they could to help us assimilate to American culture. For instance, we did celebrate Christmas. We had the tree, the stockings, the decorations, the presents, everything except for the religious portion of it. We celebrated Halloween, Thanksgiving brunch at Radisson or Ramada or Treetop Memorial. Played tennis growing up and were heavily involved in extracurriculars. But going to elementary school was a bit of a challenge. You're young, you want to fit in. It wasn't until high school that I really started appreciating and sharing my culture. We frequently have friends over to enjoy traditional Indian meals. High school friends came to Indian functions with us. We even had a friend come down to India with us about 15 years back. After high school, I left Fargo for a while to further my education. I lived in Minneapolis, Milwaukee, and St. Louis. But always I had thought of moving back to Fargo because Fargo here has been my home.
In 1994, in a country of violence, poverty, and turmoil, my parents left Haiti in seek of starting a new life, a new beginning for our family. Coming as refugees, my family was the first generation to come to the United States. One of the main reasons why my parents decided to leave was because my mother was pregnant with me. Sent to Fargo, North Dakota, I was born 2 months later. Although I was born here, I still never felt like this was my home. Before I learned English, I was raised learning Creole, which is based largely on French and spoken by about 8.5 million people in Haiti. I was raised with different values and traditions that my parents' mother and father had taught them back in Haiti. I was raised with different morals. Things that most people would find normal, I'd find strange. Reflecting back when I was just a little kid at school, learning English and reading was tough. I remember the school system putting kids that were either not born here or English was not their first language in a program called ESL. I remember being taken out of class and there would be an instructor that would have her flip book. And I'd be shown a picture, for example, of an apple and asked to repeat it over and over and over again until I'll never want to see another apple for the rest of my life. My English got better every day. but I still felt like I was different by being isolated from the rest of the class. At the time, I didn't understand it. At a very early age, I learned many customs that were drilled into my head. Whistling in front of adults was seen as disrespectful. Sleeping over a friend's house, even if you were not related, was seen as a sign of disrespect towards your parents. Being seen by other Haitian parents, either out late or in trouble with the law as a child, you were instantly labeled as a vagabond. Translation, gangster or thug. And that label would stay with you for the rest of your life in every Haitian's eyes. With all these traditions and values, this is how my parents raised me. This is how I was raised. Holidays were something that came to shock to me. Halloween in most American families, a time to go trick-or-treating. As far as I knew, my parents taught me Halloween, c'est bagay Satan. Translation, devil stuff. I remember looking out the window, seeing kids trick-or-treating, and all I would think is, what are these kids doing? They are definitely going to hell. Christmas, I grew up knowing there's no such thing as presents underneath the tree, Santa, or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The only thing I knew was that was the day that we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. On Christmas Day, all Haitian families would travel from all over and spend the entire night in church dancing, singing, eating together. And I mean it when I say the entire night. New Year's Eve, a night of drinking for most American families. I grew up learning that was the day that we spent in church all night, with family enjoying a big pot of soup called soup jamoun. Family would come from all over to spend this day together. And of course, play all night, the one game every Haitian loves, dominoes. I take pride in the very many cultures and values and traditions that I've learned from my parents. I did not grow up as an average American child. I grew up as if I was raised in Haiti. And everything that I've learned, I'll pass down as my parents had taught me.
When I moved back to Fargo, when I first met my wife, Bethany. She's from Twin Valley, Minnesota, is of German, Dutch, English, Irish, and Norwegian descent. I had asked her that last night, and I always seem to forget. So. Her dad's side's in trucking, mom's side's in farming. What we found, though, was our family values are identical. It's family first, education is a priority, help others and serve in your community. I'm blessed to have the opportunity to serve in my community from a young age. Middle school, working in nursing homes, high school at the VA, college, after-school programs, law school, helping people that couldn't afford attorneys. When I came back home to Fargo, it was joining Rotary and becoming a big brother for my brothers and sisters. And what I've learned is everyone here has their own story of service, their own individual story of service. And helping others isn't just a family value, it's a community value that we have in Fargo. A quote from a psychologist, Macmillan, who said, "Sense of community is a feeling that members have belonging, a feeling that members matter to one another and to the group, and a shared faith the members' need will be met through the commitment to be together." I first had the sense of community during the '97 flood. I was a 7th grader at Oak Grove. And for those who can remember, the dike was breached and the entire school flooded. What I remember, though, is the preparation for it. It was filling sandbags the old school way. You know, a guy holding the bag, another guy with a shovel. If you're lucky enough, you got some gloves so your hands wouldn't bleed. Flinging sandbags, staying up late nights to make sure there were no breaches in the dike and the water pumps were still working. We were there to help each other. And that's why Fargo's home to me, because we put others before ourselves. And we're taught to do that from a young age, not just from family, but from our community as well.
I've not only seen how Legacy embraces diversities and the opportunities they provide, but I've been a part of it. With the many events that we do, such as Taste Around the World, and the event that we're doing tonight, Legacy gives students sitting right in front of us the opportunity to share their backgrounds and traditions and stories with you all. Every student I know cherishes and takes pride in where they come from, and Legacy pushes and encourages and continues to make students confident to tell their story. As a graduate, Legacy has a special place in my heart. Legacy is the stepping stone that will help many at-risk students who didn't think they had a chance to walk across the stage and graduate. I've learned as president that most everything that we do costs money. But what we do at Legacy changes lives forever. Did you know a recent study at Northeastern University shows that a high school dropout wound up costing taxpayers like you and me an average of $292,000 over a lifetime? Wow. All Legacy students graduate from high school. We are assets in our community. Ask that you consider making a donation to Legacy so we continue our programs and opportunities for Legacy at our new home. Legacy changes lives, and your donations make it all possible. I'm very pleased to say that gifts before December 31st of $200 or more will be matched 2-to-1 by an anonymous donor up to $15,000. For example, a $200 gift will be matched with $400 to make your gift of $600. However, not all of us can give $200. I want you to know as president of Legacy that all gifts matter. Even the quarter that little 6-year-old Grace gave from her piggy bank this summer helped us achieve our goal. This is a tremendous opportunity to help another at-risk student take a step forward and to graduate from high school. Legacy works. You are Legacy, and you are changing our lives. There are donation materials on your table. Also, donations can be placed in the baskets up front on the stage. Thank you. To complete this evening, I ask that you please rise and join us in celebrating the beauty of this place we call home, the United States of America. Fargo and Legacy really are home sweet home.